Here with the new head coach of one of the newest Division II programs in the country at Ohio Valley University in West Virginia with Pat Soul. Been a high school coach for a long time in West Virginia and spent time in Lynchburg with Coach Castro at Liberty. And first off, at the convention, what's the role here for you as a new head coach at a new program? Seems like we've got a couple of them here. You're part of that group.
Right. It's a privilege to do anything for the sport of wrestling, and I was invited here to the academy. It's a leadership academy. It's here to set forth to make new programs aware of what needs to be done to promote the sport of wrestling. And the venue here is just tremendous, and that it opens up the whole realm of what it takes to run an NCAA program, everything from compliance to everything to marketing to fundraising to everything you can imagine as far as the sport of wrestling goes at the collegiate level.
In terms of West Virginia, having spent a long time there as a high school coach in a very solid program, not too many college programs were in the state to start with. University of West Virginia University was there, West Liberty. We've got a couple new programs now, West Virginia Tech's come on. The announcement surprised a lot of people in terms of school adding wrestling, including a lot of people real close to wrestling. What was the process like of you, one, knowing the job was out there and knowing the program was even being started?
Well, like I say, I'm from that area, and just background culturally, there's a lot of wrestling in the valley, the High Valley, and between Ohio and Pennsylvania and West Virginia, and I guess looking at it back now, there was a process there that there was always an interest at Ohio Valley University. It's a timing thing. It just happened to be that I left to go back to my alma mater to help reestablish that Division I program at Liberty University. And then I was offered a job to come back to Parkersburg, and lo and behold, Ohio Valley University contacted me and asked me if I could draw up proposals. How do you start a Division II program? And a lot of this is enrollment generated. A lot of small schools, Division II, Division III, NAIA, they're looking for ways to survive this recession, economy-wise, and naturally wrestling's a fit for Ohio Valley University, and lo and behold, we made the proposals. They asked me to do like an internship or starting, and I told them I would, and I'll stay in until I'm healthy and we get a program established there, and hopefully that can be long-term forever for Ohio Valley.
In terms of your coaching experience, this is the experience at Liberty is obviously going to help you with being a coach, having right there with Coach Castro, but your progression goes high school coach to college assistant. Now you're a college head coach.
Right.
What's that been like, going from elevating from an assistant now to a head coach? It's like, okay, I'm not helping out, I'm not complimenting the head coach. Now it's your program.
Yeah, well, that's what this academy is all about, and that's what the NWCA is all about. The role of coaches have changed. I've seen drastically here in the last 10 to 15 years, and for survival of the sport, and you not only do you have to be a technician or a coach, but you got to have marketing skills. You got to be a businessman. You got to be able to sell your program and to become mainstream, and that's the reason I'm here this weekend here at the NWCA conference. So.
Interestingly enough, we talked before the interview kicked up, the mascot for Ohio Valley University is not a unique one in the sense of wrestling, but it's still unique overall. We now have another set of Fighting Scots on the wrestling radar. So as far as the West Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania area where you're probably going to be heavily recruiting, you're going to have to say, no, we're the Fighting Scots down here. So,
right.
As far as wrestling, and you talk about the culture in West Virginia, known for hard-nosed type kids, and is that the type, obviously it's the type of kid you're going to recruit without going into details on who you're recruiting based on NCAA rules, but what's the first goal you're going to try to set out for the program?
Number one is to establish it long-term, and that's done through properly working through your administration, and they've bought in and they've committed, and and number two is making an opportunity for those wrestlers or another place to go, and that is to branch out and give these young men a chance that deserve a chance that may not have a chance elsewhere. So that's my goal right now, and hopefully in a period of 4 to 5 years that we can be competitive nationally. I know that we've had a successful recruiting this year, maybe not in numbers, but we've got a few D1 transfers in, and got some kids at state champs from other schools, and there's a lot of interest, a lot of emails, and it just goes on and on and on and on. So.
And quickly, what are the demographics? What type of school is Ohio?
Well, it's a small school. It's nothing as big as Liberty. Liberty it had 12 to 15,000 students on campus. This school only has, it's very small, 850 to 1,200, just depends. And but it's a faith-based school. It's a liberal arts school, and as far as affiliation with anyone, well, it's pretty non-denominational. I believe it's Church of Christ as far as that goes. But anyhow, that's it in a nutshell on as far as Ohio Valley University.
Well, with that, you're with being Liberty alum and coaching there, you're pretty comfortable recruiting that type of athlete.
Exactly right.